Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's my first time spotting one.
Well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Daddy usually stood there the
Good
whole
dog,
time.
Jeps.
Daddy, he like stood there the whole
Yeah,
time.
she's just standing there watching us. She's probably got a baby with her. It's probably hiding in the bushes.
Dad, can I try to get a closer look?
No, not right now. We'll just give her space.
Give dear very much.
That's pretty cool. There we go. Okay. Well, we got all the wires strung. Now we're stapling them up.
One more? Another?
Made a little guide stick, right?
Yep.
So just put that up, and that sets the top wire.
And then you hammer it into the wood to keep the fence still.
That's right. So I've got marks the whole way down.
And that's what Daddy does.
That's right.
And you're our daddy. And you're a good builder.
Good builder, you figure, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse you.
What is it? And that's how you use a hammer, right, Daddy?
Yeah.
You can't just use it for fun, right, Mommy? Is that right, Daddy?
Well, it's a tool.
Yep.
Yep.
So don't just use it for fun.
Nope.
Just don't.
Spin that staple back down.
Only adults can use it, not kids.
And
It's
there we go.
way too dangerous.
Alrighty.
Kids can only have toy hammers, right? Only toy hammers.
Toy hammers, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
And you need a stick to keep it, to see where it has to be.
That's right.
Yep. And that's why you always use a stick from trees or just cutting up wood. You can use that too.
That fence post isn't very good.
What?
That fence post wasn't very good. It tried to break apart on me.
This is?
Yep.
It isn't?
Well, the ground is so hard that it's tried splintering.
That's bad, Daddy.
Yeah, that's okay.
It happens sometimes. Well, Dad, I can't get as far as this again. As far as I can get. Daddy, always bring a bucket for your things.
Yeah, I gotta bring the staple bucket.
That way, you don't lose all of them. And that way you don't step on them.
Yep.
Because you can't.
I already did that once today, didn't I?
Yep. Stepped on a screw.
Screw.
Yep. And that's not good. He can feel it, and it almost poked him.
Yeah, it did almost poke me, but not quite. So we're all good.
Yep. Because that would be bad, Dad, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be very nice, yep.
And this is Gypsy. She's gonna guard the horses, so which is good. But Daddy,
What?
where's Ladybug gonna go when the other horses are here?
Oh, no, she'll come out with them.
Well, Dad, can't she get? But Dad,
Her leg has to heal up.
what?
The first ladybug's leg has to get better.
Will that happen is after she's a big girl?
Well, she's got to grow up a little bit first.
Yeah. There's a buckwheat. And you always put them in a bucket like this. So Daddy's using them. Oh, yep, just like it.
Just like that.
Yep. Yep. And that's Gypsy again. She's gonna protect the horses and Ladybug. So it's back to Daddy. You're gonna use a bucket like this. It's really good. A good shape, just round. Perfect. for putting those in, and Dad's taking them. Well, Dad likes it. These bugs gonna go in here as soon as the light goes up, and it should be fine. Then we'll go into the next. Then you always go to the next one. Mommy, Daddy, but are we going to the one that's by the bee's nest?
Yep, eventually.
No, but Daddy, I've never been that close to a bee's nest.
Well, you won't be right by the bee's nest. You'll stay back.
What?
I said I'll make sure that you stay back. I don't want you right by the bee's nest.
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't be very good.
Nope. Because then I'll get stung from every angle. Because that's how would happen then.
Yeah.
Gotta stay as far as I can from that bee's nest. Daddy, when we're to the bee's nest, can I show the camera it?
Well, Daddy will try and take a video because I don't want you getting close to it. Because I don't want you getting stung.
Dad, can I please?
No.
Well, Dad, I can stay away and then just do it.
I don't want you videoing that, kiddo.
Why?
Because I don't want you getting stung.
But Dad, I'm so careful.
Okay. Why don't you shut her off now, okay?
Okay.
Well, here she is. Got all the staples done. I was attempting to move this dirt pile because, as you can see, it has a little bow into the property line. And I'll see if I can see it or not, but if you look right there. No, they're not going to move. But I knocked that spot out right there. And apparently, there he goes. Them like lovely little buggers. Came up to greet me. One of them managed to get me right in the back of the head, which feels amazing if you've never been stuck in the back of the hand by a yellow jacket. Wouldn't recommend. 10 out of 10. Oops. Trying to do too many things at once here. Just like that. So we got the page wire up on the other stretch. And this stretch is all stapled up now. So now it's just a matter of what have I got to do? I got to put up the wire on the east side. Just go along and do maintenance work on the existing fence and staple up the wires. Cut the one tree that I know is across it. I got to cut that off. I'll see if I might do that tonight. Look, it's one tree, it's not that long. It's getting a little bit late. Don't want to make too much of a ruckus in a small community, but it's pretty satisfying to be able to along with nice brand new shiny 4-strand barbed wire fence. I will definitely say that. That's one thing that never gets old. Satisfaction of a job done. There we are. Back at the trailer. Alright. Just like that. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alrighty. Couple quick tricks here. You can see right there, that tree. I just cut that out. That was the one tree on this east side here we had to get off. The top wire on this fence you can see there's actually an old joint where they had spliced it in to try and, very likely to try and either patch or tighten it. I left my tightener back, or fence stretcher, back at the trailer. See if I can show you one way. Now this is high tensile wire. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this or not. There we go. Maybe that'll stay. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Just using a notch in a tree. Okay, so I've got this splice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it first with one hand and slide that loop forward as far as I can. And then I'll just kink it back towards itself. So this is the loose strand here, you can see running through the eye. So now what I'm going to do is just pull back, and the staples are on that side of the post. They're on the inside, so I'm on the opposite side from the staples. And I'm just going to lean back, and because I've got that kink in the wire a little, and it's just a gentle kink, it's not actually bending or weakening the wire. So now what I'm going to do is get a good hold on my loose wire, and I'm going to hold this eye, and as I walk forward, I slide that eye as far forward as I can and put a hard kink on it. And then, let's get this tree out of the way. Then I will do my wrap. Your first couple wraps when you're doing these up, you want to make them fairly tight. Just gives some integrity to your wire wrap. So as you come back around, rather than doing kind of a lazy wrap like this, I want to come back at a fairly steep angle and do almost a 90 across that wire on those first couple wraps. Make those nice and tight. If you ever have to splice in a section of wire, whether your wire broke and you're fixing it just with a patch, or whether you have an old rake like this, it's always good. They went a little bit excessive here, like they got like 3 feet of extra wire, but it's always good to give yourself a little bit extra just in case. So now I got 3 good tight wraps on here. Now I'll just loose wrap this back up the fence. So I'll take you back here to the corner post where I just finished. So you can see when I came to the corner post, I always go around it twice every time I wrap. That way, if there's ever a break further down the line, or you need a little bit extra wire, if a wire breaks or stretches, or you got a patch that you can't quite get to, you can come back to your corner post, loosen that off, or if you have to replace that corner post and move it slightly, you don't have to patch a piece right at the very end of your wire. So it's always a good idea to leave yourself a little bit extra, and then you'll always have that little bit kind of as a safeguard. So now I'll just flip that back over to the other side. There you can see all the staples are actually on the neighbor's property. But we will go along now up the east side here, check all these staples, and then the horses are good to go. They can come and munch down all the little bits of grass in here and tromp some trails through the brush, hopefully kill some of these willows. They do a pretty good job of that just by walking around. We got these goofy willows where they come out from a big base, well, really a little base, but then they lean way out. So all these trees from here to here, which doesn't look like much on the camera, but that's like 8 feet, 10 feet at the tops. that's all from one root system, and they're just scattered everywhere in here. And so I love having these nice big mature poplar trees, and we do have some cottonwoods, which you can see back in here. Well, not cottonwoods, they're black poplar. But you can see these guys, well, this one right here, and then that one back and behind it, they're actually dead standing. There's another one, you can see that that's what often happens, where they'll rot, the tops of them will actually rot and break off. And so they're incredibly dangerous to have around, and they do a phenomenal job of taking a fence out. So anyways, we will get this up and let the horses in here and let them have some munchies, and then hopefully get another hoe back in here and do some more clearing, get some of these willows and kind of just scrub brush cleaned up so we can get some good grass growing in here next year. It's a little bit late in the fall to be planting grass, and it's not ready for it. So yeah, project continues. We're on the home stretch. Should be wrapped up in about 20 minutes. So we'll get her done.
Perfect.
Finding all the munchies and breeze. Oh yeah. All the good stuff, huh? Gonna trample it all down for me nice so I can find all the dead trees in here. Hmm? Just opened up another little trail going back through the brush to another semi-meadow. Not nearly as big or as open as this, obviously, but find a bit more grass anyways. They're eating all this stuff, all these nice leaves. There's grass in here too, but they're just munching around.